It's time now for Mitchell Post 18 American Legion Baseball on 101.3 FM and AM 1490 KORN News Radio and online at KORNradio.com. Post 18 American Legion Baseball is being sponsored by Dakota Physical Therapy, Culver's, The Depot, Lewis Family Drug of Mitchell, Poet Bar Refining of Mitchell, First Dakota National Bank, Iverson Chrysler Center of Mitchell and Huron, Walmart of Mitchell, Rannoch Egg, MJ Aviation, C&B of Mitchell, John Deere, and Shays Restaurants. It's time now for Post 18 American Legion Baseball on 101.3 FM and AM 1490 KORN. Well, good morning. Welcome back here to the Minneapolis-St. Paul Twin Cities area. We've moved locations here for day 4, by the way, of the Gopher Classic, the round of 16 here out of 96 teams. It's Mitchell Post 18, 23-20 against Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska. They are 30-6. Had a chance to talk to Coach Luke Norton just moments ago. Back here on a Monday morning with Coach Luke Norton, Post 18. We're in the final 16, 96 teams in this Gopher Classic. It's kind of nice to mention that because the boys have worked hard all summer long.
It's just kind of changing some things and talking about things and focusing about things, some different things as the year goes on. And here at the later part of the year, just our at-bats and our better approaches in different accounts and situations and doing some good execution things. We're still at times having a problem getting the bunt down, and then guys are kind of frustrated with that. But running the bases really well, a good 2-strike approach, and just kind of those things just kind of culminating here towards the end of the year, which is great.
Rough start on Friday, won 4 in a row. We're here. We're up against a familiar foe. We played them in the Omaha tournament and almost had some good success against them.
Yeah, we played at their field there. When we went down there, we played 2 games at West Side and then 3 games there at Millard West. And we played down there the previous year. We didn't play Millard West that year, but they've got some big, strong kids. They've really athletic. They've all those teams down there notorious for having some good D1 players, and they've had a couple kids drafted over the last 8-10 years, and some kids that some big D1 kids. So they've got some really athletic, big, strong kids, and we played really well against them. We lost 7-4 down there. We had a 4-1 lead, and they kind of chipped back in the game, and then had a 4-run inning to go up when we were ahead 4-3 at one point, and then they had a 4-run inning and go up 7-4. So we just playing that game and knowing that we can be competitive. I went back and kind of looked at the lineup and things like that. And, a little bit different situation here today. Hopefully we can go out and compete.
Calvin pitched last time against these guys. We're going to pitch here again today. Again, we got some good fresh arms ready to go here for hopefully today and tomorrow.
Yeah, and, Calvin's been just playing with a lot of confidence. He threw on Wednesday against Huron. Threw really well. Mixed his off speed in, threw a lot of curveballs, and then when he does throw a lot of those off speed pitches, and then goes ahead and sneaks a fastball in there, his velocity looks like it's really good, because you're not used to that. He's not just sitting there throwing fastballs a lot, and that he kind of uses that fastball as an off speed pitch, and real effective. So hopefully he can pound the strike zone here. We haven't. We've kind of held off on Peyton Nash. He'd kind of be a long relief guy if needed, or short relief guy. Kobe can throw again. He threw 2 innings yesterday, but pitch count was down, and so we've got a couple other guys too that could possibly come back if we're able to win this first game.
I'll go. That again, head coach Luke Norton here in our pregame show on KORNradio.com. It's Mitchell Post 18 and Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska. They're 30-6 against Mitchell Post 18, 23-20. We've seen these guys before down in Omaha in their tournament. We lost 7-4. We had a 4-1 lead late until we kind of let things get away. We lose that game 7-4 back in June. So rematch number 2 here against Mitchell Post 18 and Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska. The winner of this will play the winner winner of the next game, which is Moorhead, Minnesota, and Pierre Post 8. That's right. Familiar foe Pierre went 5-0 in their pool, and they're here as well in the round of 16. So we win this one, and Pierre wins after us here today. We'll play Pierre at 2 o'clock this afternoon here in Bloomington, Minnesota. Yeah, kind of strange. We come all the way up here and possibly could play Pierre in the semifinals coming up here in the Gopher Classic. That would be a hoot, by the way. Stick around. We're going to take a short timeout. We're back with the starting lineups and the first pitch as Mitchell Post 18 is the home team. They'll be out in the field first, and we'll get the starting lineup, the defensive lineup, and more all coming up next. You're listening to Mitchell Post 18, American Legion Baseball, online only at KORNradio.com and clicking on the YouTube link.
Wherever life takes you, stay connected to your finances. And at First Dakota National Bank, you can do just that. This is Dana Bird, personal banker at First Dakota. Stay connected with any of our First Dakota checking accounts, along with internet banking, e-mobile banking, mobile deposit, text banking, e-statements, and e-bill pay. Anywhere your mobile device goes, your banking can too. Go to firstdakota.com today to learn how you can stay connected. First Dakota. Come experience the difference. Member FDIC.
At Culver's, we cook our butter burgers pretty much the same as you would at home. Only our 3-cut blend of fresh Midwest beef will do. Then you'll need to master our signature press and sear technique. You may want to practice a few thousand times. Add real Wisconsin cheese, top with a lightly buttered toasted bun, and serve yourself with a big warm smile.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole cook-to-order butter burger thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, 1015 Cabela Drive in Mitchell.
Back here to Bloomington, Minnesota, Mitchell Post 18, American Legion Baseball on a Monday morning. Here's the batting order for Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska. They'll lead off with their center fielder, Brendan Tauber, followed by the left fielder, Garrett Kennedy, first baseman, Paul Hinton, the shortstop, Max Anderson. Number 5 hitter is third baseman, Tyler Bandera. Batting 6th in right field is Jackson Wright. Batting 7th, doing the designated hitting, Cohen Weekland. Batting 8th and doing the catching is Jackson Meyer. Batting 9th at second base is Kyan Lotus. Again, Tauber, Kennedy, Hinton, Anderson, Bandera, Wright, Weekland, Meyer, and Lotus. Your 1 through 9 hitters for Omaha Millard West. We pause for the national anthem. There is the national anthem here this morning on KORNradio.com. Omaha Millard West. Again, their pitcher is Dawson Bittler. He's being DH'd for here this morning for Omaha Millard West. Here is the defensive alignment for Mitchell Post 18. Left to right, Peyton Nash, Jared Miller, and Jackson Sadler. Third to first, Brady Hawkins, Drew Kitchens, Kobe Larson, and Carter Max. Your catcher is Sam Mickles for the 5th straight game, by the way. He did not start behind the plate in game 1 on Friday. He played right field, but has caught every game since then. And on the mound is Calvin Haig. He pitched against this same Omaha Millard West team, pitched 6 innings, and got the loss. Mitchell had a 4-1 lead, ended up losing it 7-4, by the way. Calvin Haig on the year, 25 2/3 innings pitched, 6 games pitched, 5 games started. He's 2-2 on the year, 29 hits, 26 runs, 14 earned runs, 19 walks, 7 strikeouts. He has hit 7 batters. His ERA is 3.82 for Calvin Haig. number 6 right-hander here for Mitchell Post State team. He'll be the starter. Of course, we got a full staff here for Mitchell Post State team. We've only used really a handful of pitchers. We've had some good complete games here in this Gopher Classic, by the way, which is awfully nice heading in to hopefully 2 games today and maybe 2 games tomorrow. In fact, Austin Kerr has 5 innings in relief. Bailey Miller, 5 innings of starts. Brady Hawkins, 7 innings of start. Ryland DeVries, 5 innings start. Drew Kitchens, 1 inning of relief. Jackson Sadler, 5 innings of start. Jared Miller, 4 innings start. And Kobe Larson, 2 innings of relief. 34 innings pitched, ERA of 2.68. Pretty good for Mitchell Post 18. That's why we finished 4-1 in pool play to get here to Bloomington, Minnesota for the final 16 here. I'm looking forward to seeing what Mitchell Post 18 can do here today. On a Monday, we hope you are going to enjoy this broadcast on KORN Radio. Thanks for all the people that have dialed up already. We appreciate it. We've almost have double the amount of people listening online here this morning than we did yesterday. So we do appreciate that as well. Down low, first pitch, 1 ball, no strikes to Brendan Tauber, the center fielder, number 7 for Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska. Pretty good season, 30-6. They really technically have 2 varsity teams. This is kind of their varsity. The other one's kind of a JV, but they're too old for Junior Legion, so there's kind of a Millard West 1 and 2. Down low in the dirt, ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. Red Haddocks Field here in Bloomington, Minnesota. Nestled right around the Mall of America area and the airport. That one's down low, 3 balls and no strikes. 3 balls, no strikes. On deck is Garrett Kennedy here. They got a beautiful grandstand here, a cover over the grandstand as well. Ball 4, and Kelvin Haig having a heck of a time in the first 4 pitches. And there's a 4-pitch walk to Brendan Tauber, and he's down to first base with a leadoff walk. That brings up now the left fielder, number 17, Garrett Kennedy. He will step in. Steve Fry, their head coach, down in the third base coaching box. North Dakota boy. We won't hold that against him. Garrett Kennedy digs in the batter's box. There's a strike call from Kelvin Haig. No balls and 1 strike. Kelvin last pitched against Huron on Wednesday. There's a throw to first base and back in time. Almost caught Tauber sleeping over there, kind of walking away off of that first base bag, but he got back in time. Here is the 0-1 pitch. Oh, almost hit him inside, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Pitched very well in the, I do believe, 5-2 victory over Huron on Wednesday. So he's had 4 days rest, back at it here on a Monday morning. 1-1 pitch, swung on a miss, strike 2, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Winner of this plays at 2 o'clock this afternoon right here in Bloomington. You win 2 games here today, you go to Minnetonka, Minnesota for the finals coming up tomorrow. 1 ball, 2 strikes, runner at first base. See if they test the arm. They don't. Here's a pitch outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Sam Mickles, such a great catcher. They've had a lot of coaches in the Woodbury pool have commented how great a catcher that Sam Mickles is, calling a game and just being a wall behind home plate. That one's off speed, laid off that one. Now the count runs full for Garrett Kennedy. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Nobody out, runner at first base. That's Brendan Tauber with the leadoff walk. Full count pitch. Runner stays put. There's a hot smash left field. Going back, and making the catch is Peyton Nash in left field. Hit kind of right at him, but he had to go back a couple of steps, and retreating back to first base is Tauber. So hit hard, but right at Nash in left field. Out number 1 here in the top of the first inning. Here's now Paul Hinton, the first baseman, number 10, left-handed stick for Omaha Millard West. He will dig in against Kelvin Haig. 1 out here, runner at first. Going to take off a great jump, throw down to second, but there's no way. It was a great jump, by the way, by Brendan Tauber. In fact, he took off, and Haig didn't even make motion at all to home plate yet. He had a good 3-4 step jump to steal that base. So a stolen base for Tauber in scoring position with 1 out. for Paul Hinton. Max Anderson waits on deck. There's a strike call. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at second base. Here's 1-1 set. Pitch on the way from Haig. That one's going to be fouled back to the screen. Pretty good sized park here. I think it's 339 down the left and right field lines. 370 in the power alleys. 390 to dead center field with a 10-foot wall. High and away, ball 2 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes to Hinton. Cleanup hitter Max Anderson waits on deck. The Wildcats from Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska. There's ball 3, 3 balls and 2 strikes. Laboring here in the first inning is Kelvin Haig. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count, runner at second. Here's a full count pitch. There's a shot to second base. Sitting down on it is Kobe Larson. He'll throw to first base to get the out. So 4-3 put out, second to first. 2 away. Over to third base, by the way, goes Brendan Tauber. So he's at third base with 2 outs. Here's the cleanup hitter, Max Anderson, the shortstop, number 14. He will step in, right-handed stick, big hitter for Omaha Millard West. 2 outs, runner at third base. See if Kelvin Haig can get around some damage here in the third. No, he can't. Base hit to left field. And an RBI for Max Anderson, and the Omaha Millard West fans go crazy. It's 1-0 here in the top of the first inning. So after a leadoff walk, he comes around to score. Max Anderson RBI single. Here's now Tyler Bandera, third baseman, number 8. So he will step in, runner at first base, and 2 outs. Here's a pitch, high and tight, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Bandera. (1-0) set, pitch on the way from Haig. Strike in the inside corner, 1 ball and 1 strike. Number 2 reliever for long reliever, maybe even short reliever too, just depends. But long reliever would be Peyton Nash. The short reliever would be Kobe Larson after Kelvin Haig here in game 1. There's no game 2 if you don't get through game 1 rather. Of course, you lose this, you're done, and you pack up and head home back to Mitchell, South Dakota. 1-1 set, pitch on the way. Whoa, a little bit high. 2 balls and a strike. Long-time home plate umpire behind the home plate. 2 balls and 1 strike. Here's a 2-1 set by Haig. Strike in the outside corner that time. 2 balls and 2 strikes. A lot of teams that we match up against all have like nicknames, like the Woodbury Royals, and they've had other teams that had nicknames. Here it's the Wildcats of Omaha Millard West. That's ball 3 now, high and tight. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Full count now to Bandera. Jackson Wright, the right fielder, waits on deck. Need to get out of the inning here. It's been too long here for Kelvin Haig. Too many pitches thrown in this top of the first inning. 3-2 pitch. They're going to go to first base. Not a very big lead over there, but you know he's taken off. 3-2 and 2 outs. So he'll go on the pitch. Will be Anderson. Here's a pitch to Bandera. Hit foul down the left field corner and into the parking lot. Beautiful field, infield grass. Kind of reminds me of Cadwell a little bit. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Taken off on the pitch. Here's the pitch. Off the mark. Didn't fish after that one. 4-pitch, or I should say a full count pitch walk to Tyler Bandera. Second walk here of this first inning. 2 runners on, 2 out. You got it ended here. Here's the right fielder, Jackson Wright, number 18, left-handed stick for Omaha Millard West, already leading it 1-0 on 1 base hit here in the top of the first. That one's off the plate, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes from Kelvin Haig. Beautiful morning here in the Twin Cities in Bloomington, Minnesota. Yesterday was really hot and muggy. Here's a 1-0 set, pitch on the way, coming up by Haig. That one's going to be hit to center field, right at Jared Miller at center field, and he will bring it in for out number 3. So not a bad inning. There was a lot of pitches, I should say, for Kelvin Haig, 1 run, 1 hit, no errors, 1 man left on base for Omaha Millard West in the top of the first inning. We'll go to the bottom of the first inning. It's Omaha Millard West 1, Mitchell Post 18 coming to bat. You're listening to Post 18 American Legion Baseball online only on a Monday morning from the Gopher Classic on KORNradio.com through the YouTube link.
Coaches, parents, and athletes, does a sports-related injury have you or your athlete sidelined and struggling to get back in the game? Dakota Physical Therapy specializes in sports injury rehabilitation, and we take pride in returning our athletes to the field, ready for action and better equipped to resist re-injury in the future. Regardless of the sport or type of injury, Dakota Physical Therapy has a specialized rehab program designed to meet your needs. Give us a call at 996-4778 or stop by our clinic and begin your way back to action today.
Here at Davidson County Implement, we rely on our machinery to give yesterday and today's farmers what they need. It not only takes a team, but the right team to keep our customers happy and to keep operations moving smoothly. That is why we are your dealer of choice. Davidson County Implement, a division of C&B Operations, along with the Fred Haar stores of Freeman, Yankton, and Wagner, are proud supporters of high school athletics and academics.
Back here at Red Haddocks Field in Bloomington, Minnesota, Gopher Classic day number 4. Mitchell 4-1 in this Gopher Classic. Here's the batting order for Mitchell Post 18 and head coach Luke Norton and Kent Van Overshield. They'll start Jackson Sadler in right, Austin Kerr the DH, Sam Mickles doing the catching. Your cleanup hitter, third baseman Brady Hawkins. Batting 5th and left, Peyton Nash. Batting 6th at first base, Carter Max. Batting 7th at second base, Kobe Larson. Batting 8th in center field, Jared Miller, and batting 9th at shortstop, Drew Kitchens. And here's the first pitch on the way from their pitcher, which is Dawson Bittler. Ball 1 to Jackson Sadler. We'll get you some credentials in the Classic and also on the season for all of our hitters. 1-0 pitch, strike call, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So Sadler, Kerr, Mickles, Hawkins, Nash, Carter Max, Colby Larson, Jared Miller, Kitchens, your 1 through 9 hitters. Strike 2 call, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Dawson Bittler, right-handed thrower. For Omaha Millard West, 1-2 pitch down low, and it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. Jackson Sadler's done pretty well here for Mitchell Post 18. Here in this Classic, 2-2 pitch. Down low, ball 3 now. 3 balls and 2 strikes. Good at bat here from Jackson Sadler. We'll give you some credentials here in a minute. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Down low, ball 4, and a leadoff walk by Jackson Sadler. Nice leadoff walk for Jackson. Jackson, by the way, is still 0 for 4. Here in the Gopher Classic, 8 plate appearances, 0 for 4, with 4 walks and a strikeout. So he's getting on base, just not getting the hits. And now here's Austin Kerr, the designated hitter. He had a great game yesterday. There's a hit to the right side, hit and run, going around second base, going to go into third base on the hit and run. Another great base hit by Austin Kerr. Runners are at first and third. Nobody out here for Mitchell Post 18. Austin Kerr, again, now is 6 for 18 here in the Gopher Classic. Leads the team in plate appearances with 20. Now leads the team with 6 hits and 6 singles. 4 RBI, 4 runs scored, 3 walks, 2 strikeouts, 294 batting average before that hit for Austin Kerr. First and third, nobody out. We'll see what Sam Mickles can do here for Mitchell Post 18. Sam is well overdue here. He had the game-winning hit against Oakdale in the first game Sunday, 4-3 to get us to that St. Francis game yesterday afternoon to get us here to Bloomington. So he had a big base hit with the bases loaded. Strike in the outside corner. No balls, 1 strike. Sam Mickles, 20 plate appearances, 18 at-bats. He's 4 of 18, all 4 singles. 3 RBI, a run scored, batting .222 here in the Gopher Classic. No balls, 1 strike. Runner at the corner. Low and away, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike to Mickles. Brady Hawkins waits on deck. Mitchell Post 18 trying to get that run back, if not more, here in the bottom of the first inning. Kerr stays put, and that one's going to be inside, and it did graze him, hit by pitch. Dawson Bittler says, man, he didn't even move. Bases are now loaded. A walk, a single, a hit by pitch, and the post 18 squad has the bases loaded for Brady Hawkins. Brady Hawkins is 5 of 14 here in the Gopher Classic, 357, 18 plate appearances, 4 singles and a double. Here's the rock and fire by Dawson Bittler. Check swing. He did go. No balls and 1 strike. 2 RBI for Hawkins. 3 runs scored. He had been hit by a pitch twice. 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, 357 batting average, 500 on base percentage, 429 slugging percentage. Down low in the dirt, good block there by Jackson Meyer. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike here to Brady Hawkins. Peyton Nash waits on deck. 1 ball, 1 strike, bases loaded, in over at first, even with the bag at third. Here is Omaha Millard West. Back to hole up the middle, going to be knocked down. They'll throw to second for 1. No, he's safe. He dropped it. Nice stop beyond the second base bag by Max Anderson. He flipped it to Caden Lotus covering at second. And it'll be a base hit. Official score, a base hit. That was a tough play, but it would have been a nice play for the out. Brady Hawkins with the single. Give him an RBI where he tied the game up here 1-1 in the bottom of the first inning. And here's Peyton Nash, off-speed pitch way out in front of that. No balls and 1 strike to Peyton Nash, the left fielder, number 7 for Mitchell Post 18. No balls, 1 strike. Nobody out here still for Mitchell Post 18. Here's the pitch. That one's chopped off the plate. Got to be a hard throw out at first, but it does roll foul. That would have been an infield base hit. It stayed fair because Peyton Nash can get down that line. And now it's no balls and 2 strikes. Peyton Nash is 0 for 9 here in the Gopher Classic. 14 plate appearances. Been hit by a pitch twice. 5 walks, leads the team. 4 strikeouts, looking for his first base hit. No balls, 2 strikes here. Here's a pitch, fastball, hit to the right side. Got to be knocked down. Only play is at first. They'll get the out, but another run comes in to score with an RBI ground out for Peyton Nash. We'll take that. 1 away. Another run comes in to score. Over to third goes Mickles. Down to second goes Hawkins. Kerr comes in to score. Mitchell Post 18 takes the early lead here. Bottom of the first inning, 2-1. Here's Carter Max now, first baseman number 15. Carter Max is 1 of 15 in the Gopher Classic. 17 plate appearances. That 1 hit, a big 2 RBI double. Little roller to the right side. Got to get that run in. Going to be a play at the plate. No play at the plate. Should have went to first base. Coming off the bag was Paul Hinton. He made the stop. Coming over to cover was Dawson Bittler, but they threw it home. Everybody's safe. So Carter Max is on first base. The third run comes in to score here on the fielder's choice. Give him an RBI. And Mitchell Post 18 up here 3-1. Here's Colby Larson. First and third, still 1 out here, bottom of the first. Down low and getting down to second base. No, he's going to be out at second base. Carter Max took off. It was blocked in front of home plate. Good strike down to second base for Jackson Meyer. So stealing 2 away here. That's a big second out. Colby Larson will step in with a 1-0 count. Strike in the inside corner, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Chopper foul. Colby Larson, just 2 games played, 3 plate appearances. He has 3 at-bats. He's 0 for 3. No walks, no strikeouts for Colby Larson, now playing second base. There's a bouncing ball, foul right at the third base coaching box with Luke Norton. Ken Van Overshield in the first base box. Mitchell with 3 runs put up here. Couple of base hits. Like to get that 4th run in. There's going to be a shot. Bouncing ball right side. Coming up is Lotus. He'll throw to first base, and they're out of the inning. Could have been a lot worse for Omaha Millard West, but we'll take it. 3 runs, 2 hits, No physical errors, maybe a mental error. One man left on base here for Post 18 in the first. We played one inning here in Bloomington in the round of 16 in the Gopher Classic, with Mitchell Post 18 leading Omaha Millard West 3-1. And we're back with more Post 18 American Legion baseball.
This is John Foster from The Depot. We're more than just a typical sports bar. In addition to pool and darts and sports on TV, we feature 30 beers on tap from all over the globe. Happy hour daily between 4:30 and 7:30 with extended hours on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Enjoy our new menu items, monster burgers, gourmet flatbreads, and salads, along with other soon-to-be Depot favorites. The Depot, open all day, every day, starting at 11:30 a.m.
Your mouth. It's your most important asset. Why not make Fuchs Orthodontics your most important ally? You use it to eat, drink, and communicate with others. You need an expert to care for it. This is Dr. Rick Fuchs at Fuchs Orthodontics, and we pride ourselves in being a patient-centered orthodontic practice. Call our Mitchell office at 996-5442 or our Huron office at 352-1670 today. Fuchs Orthodontics, the best care for the best patients.
Back here to Red Haddocks Field in Bloomington, Minnesota. Gopher Classic, top of the second inning. Cohen Weekland, the designated hitter, followed by Jackson Meyer and Kyan Lotus. Due up here for Omaha. As we go to the second inning, Calvin Haig now staked to a 3-1 lead here as we go to the second of this 7-inning contest. I got to throw some strikes. Hopefully the defense behind you can play some good defense. We've done that since that first game on Friday morning where we had 4 errors. It was not a good game. Defensively, offensively, there's a hard hit shot up the middle for Cohen Weekland. Hammer that right back up the middle and through for a base hit, their second base hit of the ball game. So runner at first base, nobody out for Jackson Meyer, the catcher. So Jackson Meyer, the catcher, Kyan Lotus waits on deck. Going to be squaring to bunt, gets it down the line. They will throw to first base, and he is out. They'll throw to third, and runners will be at third base. He's out at first. Out at first with a sacrifice bunt, almost pulled off Kobe Larson off the base. Jackson Meyer thought maybe he was pulled off the bag, but they're going to say out at first base. So the sacrifice worked. But Mitchell throws it away and gets a runner over to third base. So that'll be an error on the throw to get him over to third base. So one away, runner at third base. And here's now Kyan Lotus. Kyan Lotus, the second baseman, left-handed stick, will step in.
At the plate, the second baseman, Kyan Lotus.
Top of the order, and Brendan Tauber waits on deck. Here's a pitch. Strike in the outside corner. And it's no balls and one strike. No balls, one strike, one out. In over at third is Hawkins. That one's going to be a hit by pitch. And now runners at the corners with one out. And now top of the order, and Brendan Tauber, the center fielder, he walked, stole the base, came around to score back in the first inning for Omaha Millard West. So now maybe hoping for a double play here to get out of this inning. That'd be nice. We've turned 2 double plays here in the Gopher Classic, all by lineouts. The grass was so thick in the infield at Woodbury. You hit a shot on the grass, there's no chance for a double play because it knocked it down so quickly. It was tough to turn a double play. But here it looks like it's pretty well maintained. Throw to first base and back in time is Lotus. Thanks for tuning in on this Monday morning, back at work for most of you. Thank you so much for listening. Runner is going, and there's another hit by pitch. Calvin Haig, back-to-back hit by pitches. And now the bases are loaded. Well, you get into trouble when you walk and hit batters, and now here comes Coach Luke Norton out to talk to his pitcher. Bases loaded, one out. Garrett Kennedy, the left fielder, will step in. He hit a shot to left field, Peyton Nash, for the first out back in the first inning. Can't win many ball games when you don't let your defense behind you help you out. Already 2 walks, 2 hit by pitches for Kelvin Haig, along with 2 hits and so far 1 run. But again, you're just a double play away from getting out of this inning. 3-1, Mitchell Post 18 leads it. We're in the top of the 2nd inning of this scheduled 7-inning contest. 3 balls, 1 strike. Here's a pitch from Haig. Strike at the outside corner, no balls and 1 strike to Garrett Kennedy. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here's the 0-1 set, pitch on the way. Fastball is going to be hammered, foul. Just past that third base bag. It's no balls, 2 strikes to Garrett Kennedy. Went out with the team and the coaches last night to eat at Applebee's, and wrong thing to do for Applebee's to have an all-you-can-eat riblet and chicken strips with a team of 16 guys, because I did some damage last night at Applebee's. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Coming set. Here's a pitch. Popped up. Foul territory. Will it stay in the park? Sam Mickles throws the mask off, and out number 2. Right in front of the screen. 2 away. A huge second out. 0 for 2 is Garrett Kennedy. 2 away here. Bases are still loaded now. Here's Paul Hinton. Paul grounded out to Kobe Larson, our second baseman, back to the second out in the 1st inning. And Kelvin Haig get out of damage here. Pop foul and out of play and into the parking lot. And it's no balls, 1 strike to Hinton with Max Anderson waiting on deck, the cleanup hitter. Bases loaded, 2 outs. 3-1 lead here for Mitchell Post 18. Here's the 0-1. Off speed, strike call. No balls, 2 strikes, and the home plate umpire rung him up, but it was only strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. You go right after him. Here's the 0-2 pitch. They do not. High and outside. Ball 1. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That's okay. Bases loaded. Kelvin Haig trying to get out of a heated situation here in the top of the 2nd inning. Had the bases loaded and 1 out. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Fouled into the screen. We'll do it again. 1-2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Kelvin Haig toes that rubber. Here's a 1-2 set. Checks the runner at 3rd. Here's the pitch. Foul, just got a piece of it. We'll do it again. 1-2. Me, I try to waste 1 here to make it 2-2. Don't give anything fat to hit. Paul Hinton, first baseman, that 3 spot here for the Wildcats of Omaha Millard West. Here's a 1-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. Kelvin Haig plays with fire, does not get burned here in the 2nd inning. No runs, 1 hit, 1 error, 3 men left on base here for Omaha Millard West in the top of the 2nd inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 2nd inning. Mitchell, Post 18, still leads it 3-1. You're listening to Post 18 American Legion Baseball in the Bloomington, Minnesota Gopher Classic Round of 16. We're back with more Post 18 Baseball coming up.
This is Austin Iverson with Iverson Auto, and we've been proud to serve Mitchell, Huron, and the surrounding communities for the past 70 years. Being a supporting partner to our area's towns, organizations, and athletic teams means a lot to the staff at Iverson Auto. We are proud of the area's teams and wish their continued success. When it comes time for your next new vehicle, stop in at any of the Iverson Auto locations and experience our Mark of Distinction award-winning customer service. Let us make car buying enjoyable for you again. View our huge new and pre-owned inventory at iversonauto.com.
This is Corey Wegahop, pharmacist at Lewis Family Drug. We know what it's like to be busy, but keeping track of your family's prescriptions, refills, and profiles is easy by downloading the free Lewis Drug mobile app. We also offer a variety of immunizations as well as medication consultations at any time. We're open 9 to 6 Monday through Friday and 9 to 1 on Saturdays. Lewis Family Drug. Get in, get out, get better.
When your first stop is Lewis, it's easy every day.
Here we go. Bottom of the 2nd.
Bottom half of inning number 2 here for Mitchell Post 18. Leading things off, center fielder Jared Miller, number 2. He will step in against Dawson Bittler. First pitch down low, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes to Jared Miller. He had a nice game on Sunday as well. Has a couple of base hits here in the Gopher Classic. 2 for 10 with 11 plate appearances. 1 single and 1 double. Ball 2, 2 balls and no strikes. He has 3 RBI, does Jared Miller. No walks, 4 strikeouts, a 200 batting average here in the Gopher Classic. 2 balls, no strikes from Dawson Bittler. Here's a pitch down low, 3-0. Drew Kitchens, the number 9 hitter, waits on deck. We'll give you Gopher Classic credentials here first time around. Then we'll give you season stats coming up the next go-around here for post 18. 3 balls, no strikes. You got to take it all the way here, Jared. Here's a 3-0. It's ball 4 outside, a leadoff walk. Good start. We had a walk to lead off the first. We had 3 runs on the board. Let's do that again. Leadoff walk here. Here's Drew Kitchens. He's been hot here at the Gopher Classic. 5 of 12, 17 plate appearances, 4 singles and a double. 2 RBI, 4 runs, been hit twice, 3 walks, a strikeout. Leads the team with a .417 batting average, leads the team on base at .588, leads the team in slugging at .500 with Kelvin Haig. Drew Kitchen, shortstop number 1 in that number 9 hole. See what the call is here with Coach Norton. There's a strike call. That's okay. You just threw 4 balls in a row. Take that first strike. Drew, not shortchanged on his swings, by the way. A little bit of a tender ankle. He's had it wrapped since that first game. Twisted it in a rundown between first and second. He was actually on defense and twisted it in that rundown. And he's been having it wrapped ever since then. 0-1 pitch. Time is called. I don't know by who, if it was Drew. So that pitch did not count. On deck is leadoff hitter Jackson Sadler. No balls, 1 strike still. They'll throw to first base. Jared Miller back in time. I maybe see a hit and run here. I wouldn't see maybe a straight steal. Runner is going. It's a swing and a miss. Throw down to second base and out. 1 hop down there and a hit and run. That's the second runner thrown out here for Mitchell post 18. So maybe I'd be done. Carter Max got thrown out. Jared Miller gets caught stealing. Out number 1 here. Pretty good catcher, and Jackson Meyer behind the dish. So 1 away here. 0-2 count on a swing and a miss by Drew Kitchens. Fastball hit up the middle slowly and knocked down, but it's going to be an infield base hit for Drew Kitchens. And now with the runner at first base, if you don't steal him, he would have been shy towards second base, so it might have been a little bit easier for him to stop that ball instead of playing straight away. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, I guess, but there's a base hit. That's the 3rd base hit for Mitchell post 18. Drew Kitchens now pretty solid. 6 of 13 in the Gopher Classic. Top of the order, Jackson Sadler. He walked, came around to score back in that first inning. Drew does have some good speed over there at first base, but I don't know if you test the arm of Jackson Meyer. Already 2 for 2, throwing people out. There's a strike call. No balls, 2 strikes to Jackson with Austin Kerr waiting on deck. We'll get you Jackson Sadler's stats here in a minute. Here is the 0-2 pitch coming up, and time is called, and a balk is going to be called. And trotting down to second base will be Drew Kitchens. So balk is called. So runner in scoring position with 1 out. No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out to Jackson Sadler. Here's a pitch down low. It's blocked, but goes off of the umpire, and over to third base goes Drew Kitchens. So a balk and a wild pitch gets a runner at third base with 1 out. Jackson Sadler, 30 games played, 105 plate appearances, 79 at-bats. He has 20 out of 79, 15 singles, 5 doubles, 17 RBI, 25 runs. He's been hit by a pitch twice, 20 walks, 10 strikeouts, a .253 batting average, on-base percentage, .412, .316 slugging for Jackson Sadler on the season. So I'm not sure. Home plate umpire came over to the Mitchell dugout. It was a pitch, wild pitch in the dirt, partially blocked by Jackson Meyer, but then it caromed off of the home plate umpire. Didn't seem to be hurt, but he is being attended to in the third base home dugout, which is Mitchell Post 18's dugout. Here's Austin Kerr now. Check that. Jackson still in the batter's box with a 1-2 count. Austin Kerr waits on deck for Mitchell Post 18. We're still waiting for the home plate umpire here. Mitchell Post 18 leads it 3-1. We're in the bottom of the second inning. What a feather in the cap if we could win this one here, and a potential matchup with Pierre Post 8, from South Dakota. They're in this bracket as well. Pierre plays Moorhead, Minnesota after our game here, and those two winners of our game and Pierre's game play at 2 o'clock this afternoon. So, he got dinged on that right wrist the way it looked, so he comes back out. What's his name? Larry Gallagher and Jim Schmidt. Jeff Schmidt in the bases, the umpires. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Runner at third base, long delay, off-speed pitch. Oh, where'd that miss? But we'll take it, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Off-speed pitch, Jackson took it. Looked pretty good from up here. The Omaha Millard West fans are barking out, as you probably can hear them. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. How about get that 4th run in here, Jackson? Here's the pitch on the way. Hard smash right at the second base bag. Play's going to come home, and they're going to be out at home. With the infield drawn in, you don't take off from third base. Hit right at Kyan Lotus. We had 2 runners thrown out stealing, 1 runner thrown out here at home, 2 away here in this second inning. I know we want to be aggressive. So fielder's choice for Jackson Sadler. He's at first base and now brings up Austin Kerr. He is 1 for 1. He'd come around to score. There's a wild pitch getting Jackson Sadler down to second base. So Sadler at second base. 2 outs now, no runs in. After a promising start to this second inning with a walk and a single, but then a caught stealing. After a balk and a wild pitch, we get thrown out at home on a fielder's choice. See if Austin Kerr can stay hot. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's a set and the pitch. That was going to be hit up the middle again, not very hard. Picked up by Max Anderson. He'll throw to first base, and they're out of the inning on the 6-3 putout. No run for Mitchell Post 18. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. 1 man left on base for Mitchell here in the second. We played 2 in Bloomington, Minnesota with our score. Mitchell Post 18-3, Omaha Millard West 1. You're listening to Post 18 American Legion Baseball in the round of 16 on KORNradio.com through the YouTube link.
At MJ Aviation, they understand the hard work and dedication it takes to make any agricultural operation successful and know that many pass on from generation to generation. That's why MJ Aviation recognizes and supports every player and coach in athletics. It takes dedication and teamwork for success, the same dedication needed to run farm operations. MJ Aviation, helping your operation take flight.
This is Becky Pitts, General Manager of Poet Biorefining Mitchell. We understand the importance of selling your corn at the right time for the right price. You can access Poet's website with any mobile device by going to mit.poetgrain.com. That's where the latest corn receiving hours, cash bids, futures, market news, and weather is constantly updated. Poet, helping bring the best profitability per acre year after year to your operation.
This is Rebecca Grace, owner and operator of the Ramada Inn and Suites. I'm here to make organizing the company meeting, the family reunion, a wedding, or for the best birthday party ever easy. We'll take care of it all. Clean, comfortable rooms, meetings with technology and sound system, all with good food and friendly people. It's the Ramada Inn, Mitchell.
We'll go back here to Bloomington, Minnesota for Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska. They got Max Anderson, Tyler Bandera, and Jackson Wright. First pitch swinging, dead center field, little carry to it. And Jared Miller will bring it in. 1 pitch and 1 out here. in the top of the third inning. Max Andera hit a hard shot to center field for an RBI single back in the first. Now flies out to center field here. One away here in the third inning. Here's Tyler Bandera, the third baseman. He walked back in that first inning and was stranded at first base back in the first. So he is looking for his first official plate appearance. Foul ball, no balls in one strike.
Come on now. Runners.
So no balls, one strike, one out to Bandera. Squaring to bunt, off-speed pitch, high and inside. Ball one. One ball and one strike to Bandera. Jackson Wright waits on deck. Calvin Haig rocks and fires. Takes that one upstairs. Ball 2, 2-1. He had a rocky second inning, had bases loaded, one out, and then had a pop out to the catcher and a strikeout to get out of the inning. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Jam job, fouled back and out of play. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, or 1 out rather. 3 in a row set down by Calvin Haig. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Fouls that one down in the left field corner. And we'll do it again. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Again, on deck is Jackson Wright, the right fielder. So here's a 2-2 pitch by Calvin Haig on the way. Pop fouling out of play. So again, 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. 1 man out here. Mitchell post 18 leading it 3-1 in the top of the third inning. Calvin Haig gets a sign from Sam Nichols. Here's the 2-2 pitch off the plate. And it's 3-2. Good pitch by Calvin Haig. Now full count here. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Quick working Calvin Haig. Strike 3 call outside corner. Second strikeout of the ball game for Calvin Haig. 2 away here in the third inning. Struck out to end the second inning did Paul Hinton, and then a look third strike for Tyler Bandera. And now here's Jackson Wright. He flew out to center field to end the first. Takes that one, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes off the plate. 2 away here. 4 in a row set down by Calvin Haig. Let's hope he's settling in. 1-0 pitch, outside ball 2. To Jackson Wright, the right fielder, number 18, left-handed batter here for Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska. Here's a pitch, bouncing ball right side. Nice job to knock it down is Kobe Larson in a 1-2-3 inning for Mitchell post 18 defense. Good defensive stop by Kobe Larson at second base. 1-2-3, nothing across here in the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third with Mitchell leading it 3-1. You're listening to Post 18 American Legion Baseball, online only at KORNradio.com through the YouTube link.
Hitting a home run is a thrill, but more often than not, it's the small ball that wins the game in agriculture. At Ronick Ag, they know that by managing the small increments, they can make a huge difference. Couple that with a competitive team who wants you and your farm to win. Now, that's a true yielding combination. By providing agronomic solutions for local agronomists you trust, Ronick Ag's mission is to create produce yielding results for your operation. To learn more about Ronick Ag, check out their website at ronickag.com. Ronick Ag, partnerships that yield.
It may not require a textbook, but it's filled with valuable lessons. It may not take place in a classroom, but it's an ideal environment for learning. It may not involve a diploma, but it can help prepare South Dakota's young people for life. It's high school sports. High school sports can play a critical role in a student's overall education. In fact, studies show that students that participate in high school sports are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in their academic lives. If you think high school sports are only about competition, think again. Better yet, think about attending a high school sporting event in your community. You'll be amazed by what you see. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Sam Nichols, Brady Hawkins, Peyton Nash due up here for Mitchell post 18 in the third. A 1-1 pitch, strike in the outside corner, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Sam got hit by a pitch back in that first inning. Came around to score, by the way. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a set in the pitch. Fouled at the plate. He'll stay alive at 1-2. Sam Mickles leads a lot of categories offensively. Games played. He's played in all 43 games, now 44. Leads the team in plate appearances, at-bats, doubles, triples, home runs, RBI, walks, strikeouts, and slugging percentage. That one fouls back to the screen, still 1-2. He's 43 out of 140 this year, a .307 batting average, 26 singles, 10 doubles, 3 triples, 4 home runs, 38 RBI. 1-2 set pitch on the way. Down low, ball 2, 2-2. 29 runs scored. He's been hit 3 times. He leads the team with 23 walks, but leads the team with 23 strikeouts. .507 slugging percentage, .307 batting average. 2-2 pitch, high and tight, ball 3. 3 balls and 2 strikes with Brady Hawkins on deck. Mitchell, 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors. Omaha Millard West, 1 run, 2 hits, and 1 error. Here in this ball game so far, a 7-inning ball game. We're in the bottom of the 3rd. Winner of this plays at 2 o'clock this afternoon against the winner of Moorhead, Minnesota, and Pierre, South Dakota. There's a base hit up the middle for Sam Mickles on a 3-2 fastball. Dropped the head of the bat and slammed it up the middle for a base hit. So Sam Mickles is 1 for 1. And see if he gets a courtesy runner or not. Will not. Here's now Brady Hawkins at an RBI single back in that 1st inning. If it's not Sam Mickles leading in the category, it's Brady Hawkins leading offensive category. Takes a first pitch strike. Looked a little high, but no balls, 1 strike to Brady Hawkins. Brady has played in all 44 games for Mitchell this year. Leads the team in hits, singles, and tied for first with doubles with Sam Mickles. Leads the team in average at .336. Ball 1, 1 ball and 1 strike. He's 46 out of 137, 34 singles, 10 doubles, 2 triples, 35 RBI, 24 runs. Been hit 7 times. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Low and away, ball 2, 2-1. He has walked 16 times, struck out 19 times, .336 batting average, .426 on base percentage, and a .438 slugging percentage for Brady Hawkins, just entering his junior year in high school this next fall. 3 balls, 1 strike, nobody out, runner at first base. On deck is Peyton Nash. Here's a 3-1 set pitch on the way to Brady Hawkins. Strike in the inside corner. That's okay. Full count pitch. Now we'll see what Coach Luke Norton calls out here on a full count pitch. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Mickles will dive back to first base on the fake toss over at first base. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner takes off. Good jump. 3-2 pitch. Fouls back to the screen. And we'll do the full count pitch again. So full count here to Brady Hawkins. He's 1 for 1 with an RBI, his 36th RBI on the season. And his team leading 47th hit earlier today. They'll throw to first base. Not a very big lead for Hawk, or check that for Mickelson over there at first base. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, keeping them close over there. Sam Mickles. Walking around the rubber is Dawson Bittler. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Coming set. Bittler holds the runner. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 call. Come on, Brady. You got 2 strikes. You got to protect. Can't look at a called 3rd strike in a cleanup spot. 1 away. And now here's Peyton Nash. He had an RBI ground out back in that 1st inning. He's 0 for 1 with an RBI. So Peyton Nash had RBI number 22 on the season. 37 games played for Peyton. He is 24 out of 99 heading into this ball game. Outside, ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. 121 plate appearances. Again, 24 out of 99, 20 singles, 2 doubles, 2 triples, 21 RBI, 22 runs scored. He has walked 21 times, struck out 16 times, .242 batting average. A bouncing ball knocked down by the shortstop, Anderson. He'll throw to second for the out. Max Anderson, pretty good shortstop. He can play the field pretty well. Max Anderson with the nice stop. Fielder's choice for Peyton Nash. He's now 0 for 2, 2 away here in the third inning. And now here's Carter Max. Carter had a fielder's choice RBI back in that first inning. So 0 for 1 with an RBI. And he'll throw to first base. Peyton Nash is back. Carter Max, 13 out of 56. 24 games played, 87 plate appearances. 10 singles, 3 doubles out of his 13 hits. Ball 1 ball and no strikes to Carter Max. 10 RBI, 16 runs, a 232 batting average, but an on-base percentage leads the team at 500. Here's a 1-0 pitch, fastball, strike call, snap throw to first base, back in time, gets away just a little bit from first baseman Paul Hinton, but not far enough. Peyton Nash slid in head first and was on his belly when the ball got away, and he gets up a little bit gingerly at first base. He got stumbled on, fell upon by Paul Hinton at first base. 1 ball, 1 strike, a big lead over there by Peyton Nash at first base. Foul ball, it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's a 1-2 set, pitch on the way, low and outside, ball 2, 2 balls and 2 strikes to Carter Max. On deck, Kobe Larson, but there are 2 outs here in the bottom of the third inning. Mitchell with a 3-run first inning. They lead it 3-1. Here's a 2-2 pitch from Dawson Bittler. That one's going to be hammered foul down that third base line. He's had some good contact, just not a whole lot of success with base hits here for Carter Max. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nash with his lead at first base. Here's a 2-2 offering. Nope, they're going to step off the rubber, does Bittler. Beautiful morning here in Bloomington, Minnesota. 2-2 pitch coming up. Here's a pitch on the way. Swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 strikeouts this inning for Bittler after a leadoff walk. No runs, 1 hit. No errors. 1 man left on base here for Mitchell Post 18 in the third inning. We played 3 innings complete here in Bloomington in the round of 16 in the Gopher Classic with our score. Mitchell Post 18 3, Omaha Millard West 1. We're back with more Mitchell Post 18 American Legion Baseball coming up next.
This is Jonathan Doble, General Manager at Walmart here in Mitchell. You've heard us talking about our team. It's time to make the change. You can start a job that's easy to come to and end up with years of success and retirement savings too. We'll match the right job to what you like to do and even do background checks so you're surrounded with good people. All jobs start at $11 an hour and up. Start the job you'll like with us by going to walmart.com and clicking on careers.
Walmart is an equal opportunity employer.
The way we make our frozen custard shakes at Culver's isn't all that different from how you might at home. Whip up a batch of fresh frozen custard, like we do daily in our restaurants. You'll need farm fresh dairy and a temperature-controlled custard machine. Don't worry, I know a guy. Add whatever flavor you're craving. Strawberry, mint, commence sipping.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole expertly handcrafted shake thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, 1015 Cabela Drive in Mitchell.
Welcome back here to Red Haddocks Field in Bloomington, Minnesota. We go to the 4th inning. Mitchell Post 18 and Kelvin Haig leading it 3-1. It is Cohen Weekland, the designated hitter, followed by Jackson Meyer and Kyan Lotus. Due up here for Mitchell Post 18. Or check that for Omaha Millard West in the 4th. First pitch swinging down the left field line. They'll round first base and drop anchor right there. 1 pitch, base hit for Cohen Weekland. He's now 2 for 2 with 2 singles. So good start here for Omaha Millard West. Brings up now Jackson Meyer. He had a sacrifice bunt back in that second inning. That second inning was their best chance of scoring. They had the bases loaded with 1 out, but then back-to-back outs by Kelvin Haig got him out of the second inning. And there's a strike called. No balls, 1 strike. Kyan Lotus waits on deck here for the Wildcats of Omaha Millard West. No balls, 1 strike. Pitch on the way. Off speed. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. No balls and 2 strikes. Calvin Haig. Couple of strikeouts. Couple of walks. Couple of hit batters so far here in his 3+ innings of work. They'll throw to first base, and back in time is Weekland over there at first base. Left-handed stick for Jackson Meyer. Here is the 0-2 pitch. That one's going to be a hit. Little flare left field coming in, and making the catch in left field is Peyton Nash. We're kind of shading him to pull to the right side, but he hit it down the left field side, so Jackson Meyer is retired. So 1 away here in the 4th inning. Here's Kyan Lotus. Kyan was hit by a pitch, stranded at second base back in that busy 2nd inning for Omaha Millard West. Another left-handed batter here for the Wildcats. Here's a pitch. Strike in the outside corner. No balls and 1 strike. Haven't tested the arm yet of Sam Nichols behind the dish. No balls, 1 strike. Fastball inside. Fly ball left field. Going to drop in front of Peyton Nash. Little inside out swing. And 2 base hits here. That's their 4th base hit of the ball game for Omaha Millard West. And now they got something going on here again in the 4th. Runners at first and second, 1 out. For top of the order, Brandon Tauber, their center fielder. Brandon has walked and scored and hit by a pitch. So been on base twice. Popped up right side. Long run down that right field line. Foul ball. Nope, they call it fair ball. And now catching him off first base. But he'll get back. Nobody there. The bases are loaded. And Luke Norton comes out right away. And I don't know, you can't go and talk to the base umpire. The base umpire was behind home plate. But the home plate umpire called it fair down the right field line. And they're going to have to stick with it because that's what the home plate umpire called. Fair ball, I guess, and the bases are loaded. So a little bloop single. Tough angle for me to see down that right field line, but Tauber at first, Lotus at second, Weekland at third. Bases loaded, 1 out, and here's this great opportunity here for Millard West to tie it or take the lead here in the 4th inning. Here's Garrett Kennedy. He's 0 for 2. Ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. Garrett Kennedy flew out to left, popped out in foul territory to Sam Nichols, the catcher, in the 2nd. He's 0 for 2, and time is called by Drew Kitchens, the shortstop, to come talk to Calvin Haig. Bases loaded. Well, let's turn a pair here and get out of this. 5 base hits, 3 this inning here for Omaha Millard West. Here is the 1-0. Off the plate, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Garrett Kennedy, Paul Hinton waits on deck. Those 2 guys combined are 0 for 4. Here is a 2-0 pitch. That one's a little flare. Second base, can't make the catch. Another bloop base hit. And it's 3-2. RBI base hit for Garrett Kennedy. Was not hit very hard, but hard enough to get it over the outstretched glove of Kobe Larson. Give an RBI to Garrett Kennedy. And it's 3-2. And now here's Paul Hinton. He's 0 for 2. A ground out to Kobe Larson at second. A strikeout to end the 2nd. Ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. 3-2, Mitchell Post 18 still with the lead. Timeout is called here by Luke Norton to come out and talk to Calvin Haig. 4 base hits, just 1 run pushed across here. Again, you're just a hopefully double play away from getting out of this inning.
Work the count, Paulie.
So 1 ball, no strikes to Paul Hinton. Max Anderson waits on deck. Max has hit the cover off the ball twice here in this ball game. A single with an RBI in the 1st and a deep fly ball in the 3rd. Not sure what the issue is in the first base dugout. 1 ball, no strikes. Kelvin Haig comes set. Here's the pitch. Popped up, foul territory, but it will clear the backstop. Actually hits on top of the overhang, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Maybe hopefully for an easy out here. A little pop out in the infield, strikeout. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 out here to Paul Hinton. Here's a pitch from Haig. That one's going to be hit to left field, going to be caught by Nash. He's going to throw it. Here comes a play, going to be not in time. We're tied up 3-3. Sacrifice fly for Hinton. Out number 2. Over to third goes Tauber. And a 2-run 4th inning has tied this ball game up here at 3-3. So 2 outs. Here's Max Anderson. Runner at first and third and 2 outs. Max Anderson again 1 for 2. A single with an RBI back in the first. Fly out to deep center in the third. So 1 for 2, but he's hit the ball hard twice here this ball game. Here's a pitch, outside ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. Here, post 8 showing up here. They're going to play next after this ball game against Moorhead. 1 ball, no strikes. They'll throw to first base and back in time. Strikes, 2 men out here. We got to get out of this inning right here. Here's a 1-0 pitch. That one's going to be hit. Foul. He hit the runner at third, but he was in foul territory, so just a foul ball. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs to Max Anderson. Tyler Bandera waits on deck for Omaha Millard West. Here's a pitch off speed, outside, ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Here's a 2-1 pitch. Fouled straight back, 2-2 now. Well, let's get him here. Get out of this 4th inning. We're tied 3-3. Mitchell with the 3-run first. Omaha with a 2-run 4th here so far to tie it up 3-3. Here's a 2-2 pitch on the way. Runner takes off. Fly ball, right center field, running over Jared Miller, and he will reel it in for out number 3 to get out of the inning. But 2 runs come across here for Omaha Millard West. 2 runs, 4 hits, no errors. 2 men left on base for Omaha Millard West here in the 4th. Bottom of the 4th inning coming up. We're all tied up. Mitchell Post 18-3, Omaha Millard West 3. And we're back with more Post 18 American Legion Baseball coming up on KORNradio.com through the YouTube link.
You can bank anywhere, anytime with First Dakota's e-mobile banking. This is Brandy Negebauer, personal banking representative at First Dakota. It's true, anywhere your cell phone or mobile device goes, your banking can too. You can check balances, transfer funds, pay bills, receive alerts, and make deposits with any mobile device that has internet access. Call us today to learn more about First Dakota's e-mobile banking. First Dakota, come experience the difference. Member FDIC.
Coaches, parents, and athletes. Does a sports-related injury have you or your athlete sidelined and struggling to get back in the game? Dakota Physical Therapy specializes in sports injury rehabilitation, and we take pride in returning our athletes to the field, ready for action and better equipped to resist re-injury in the future. Regardless of the sport or type of injury, Dakota Physical Therapy has a specialized rehab program designed to meet your needs. Give us a call at 996-4778 or stop by our clinic and begin your way back to action today.
Bottom of the 4th inning we go. First pitch, ball 1 ball and no strikes to Kobe Larson. Kobe grounded out to second base to end the 1st inning. He's 0 for 1. 1 ball, no strike count here. Here's a pitch, fastball, strike call. 1 ball and 1 strike. Kobe Larson just 33 games played. He is 24 out of 86 heading into this ball game, 115 plate appearances. Here's a 1-1. A little pop up, third base side, but out of the park, foul ball, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Kobe, again, out of his 24 base hits, 21 singles, 2 doubles, and a triple, 16 RBI, 23 runs. He's been hit 10 times, 18 walks, 11 strikeouts, a 279 batting average, 456 on base percentage for Kobe Larson. He's 0 for 1 today. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Inside out swing, rolls over to the first baseman. They'll flip it over to Bittler, who covers at first base. A 3-1 putout, first to pitcher, 1 away here in the 4th inning.
The center fielder, Jared.
Well, I don't think we are done. I hope we're not done scoring. Being tied here 3-3. Here's Jared Miller now. He has walked, was caught stealing back in that 2nd inning. Here's a pitch by Bittler. Pop foul, not a play. Jared, 29 games played. He is 11 out of 58, 74 plate appearances, 6 singles, 5 doubles, 15 RBI, 16 runs, 11 walks, 18 strikeouts, a 190 batting average for Jared Miller, but he does play a mean center field. There's a strike call, dropped right in there. He's starting to mix in a little bit of curveballs here as Dawson Bittler. Here is the 0-2 pitch on the way. Swing and a miss. That might have been a slider there. 3rd strikeout of the ball game. 3rd strikeout in the last 2 innings for Bittler. And there's 2 away here in the 4th. That brings up now Drew Kitchens. Drew had a base hit back in that 2nd inning and was out at home trying to score on a ground out by Jackson Sadler. High, ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes. So Drew Kitchens. We have not been retired 1-2-3 here yet. We're in the 4th inning, tied 3-3. Here's a 1-0 pitch. Low and away, ball 2, 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes to Drew Kitchens. Top of the order, Jackson Sadler waits on deck. Here's a 2-0 set. Pitch by Bittler. Going to be hit. Backhanded by the 3rd baseman, Bandera. He'll throw across the diamond. 3 up and 3 down. Hit hard, but right at the 3rd baseman. No runs, no hits, no errors. No men left on base here in the 4th. We played 4. With our score, Mitchell Post 18-3. Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska 3. On KORNradio.com. We're back with more Post 18 baseball coming up.
Here at Davidson County Implement, we rely on our machinery to give yesterday and today's farmers what they need. It not only takes a team, but the right team to keep our customers happy and to keep operations moving smoothly. That is why we are your dealer of choice. Davidson County Implement, a division of C&B Operations, along with the Fred Haar stores of Freeman, Yankton, and Wagner, are proud supporters of high school athletics and academics.
This is John Foster from The Depot. We're more than just a typical sports bar. In addition to pool and darts and sports on TV, we feature 30 beers on tap from all over the globe. Happy hour daily between 4:30 and 7:30 with extended hours on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Enjoy our new menu items, monster burgers, gourmet flatbreads, and salads, along with other soon-to-be Depot favorites. The Depot, open all day, every day, starting at 11:30 a.m.
Well, here we go, top of the 5th inning here from Bloomington, Minnesota. Glad to have you aboard here today, no matter where you may be listening on the World Wide Web at KORNradio.com on our YouTube link. We thank you so much for tuning in, dotting us up here on this Monday morning. If you're at work, at home, playing, working, whatever it is, thank you so much. 77, beautiful day. West winds at 8, by the way, here at Bloomington. First pitch, leadoff hitter Tyler Bandera, followed by Jackson Wright and Cohen Weekland. Bandera walked and struck out. He's 0 for 1. Chop that one foul, and it's 1 ball and 1 strike to Bandera. 84 and sunny today here in the Bloomington, Minnesota area. 77 right now. There's a pitch, pop foul, and out of play. And it's 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Leadoff hitter Tyler Bandera. Here's a pitch. Down low in the dirt, ball 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Well, we'll have game 2 coming up at 2 o'clock if we win this. If we lose, I'm packing up, heading home. 2 balls, 2 strikes on the way. It's off the mark now, 3-2. Running the count full is Bandera. By the way, no game tomorrow for Mitchell Post 18. We're supposed to host Rapid City Post 320. Here's a 3-2 pitch. Threw the bat out, foul ball. We were supposed to play Rapid City Post 320 at 1 o'clock tomorrow afternoon. That game has been canceled. Our next game is Thursday, doubleheader at 5 with Watertown. And then we end the season with 1 game Friday against Brandon. There's ball 4 low in the dirt. Leadoff walk. Had him in a hole, 1-2, but walked him there. That is the 3rd walk of the ball game for Calvin Haig. So after this ball game, 3 games remain in the regular season. 2 on Thursday against Watertown, 1 against Brandon on Friday. Both of those dates are at home. Ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes to Jackson Wright. He's 0 for 2. Fly out to center, and then a ground out to second. He's 0 for 2. And both times he has ended the inning. Ended the first, ended the third. He won't end this inning. Popped up, foul territory. Hawkins comes over and will make the catch, but it was not easy for out number 1. So a pop out to the third baseman. 1 away here in the 5th inning for Omaha Millard West. We're tied 3-3. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors for Omaha Millard West. 3 runs, 4 hits, 1 error for Mitchell Post 18. They'll throw to first base, and back in time is Bandera. So Thursday, Friday, we end the regular season. Then next Wednesday, we'll have the first round of the Legion Regional. We play at 6 o'clock Central Time. Got him at first base, picked him off. Had a big lead over there, did Bandera. They threw him out, and Bandera thought he was safe, but picked off out number 2. So nobody on the bases, 2 outs. Waiting for Cohen Weekland, who's 2 for 2 with a run scored back in the 4th inning. Strike call in the outside corner, no balls, 1 strike. We'll play at 6 o'clock a week from Wednesday against Rapid City Post 320. We'll either be the 2nd or 3rd seed. They'll be either the 2nd or 3rd seed. We're going to coin flip it, I do believe, on Thursday or Friday to see who's the 2nd or 3rd seed. And all that matters is who's the home team, who's the visitor. We're going to play each other. There's a strike call. There's a nice bender by Calvin Haig. And it's 1 ball, 2 strike. Let's get out of this inning here and get the bats rolling in the bottom of the 5th. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's a set pitch on the way from Calvin Haig. Off the mark, ball 2. 2-2. But, of course, you'd like to have that home field, or that's not home field, but be the home team in the regional to have that last at bat. 2-2 pitch. Pop foul out of play. We'll do it again. So that'll be at 6 o'clock. That's the first game of the Legion Regional. Rapid City Post 22 will play. There's ball 3. Rapid City Post 22 will play Sturgis in the late game next Wednesday, a week from Wednesday, with Rapid City Post 22 being the home team. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch, and he walked him. Had him again, 0-2, and walked him. 2 walks this inning, 4 walks in the ball game. Thank you for the picking off of Bandera. Otherwise, they would have had runners at first and second and 1 out. Now here's Jackson Meyer. Jackson had a sacrifice bunt in the 2nd, flew out to left in the 4th. He is 0 for 1. Got to throw strikes. Defense has played well behind you. Here's a pitch. Off speed. Hit to left center field on his horse and going to be caught by Jared Miller. Again, he can cover some ground. He was playing right center. That was hit to left center with the left-handed batter, and the 3rd out of the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 1 man left on base. They have left 7 men on base here through 5 innings. We will go to the bottom of the 5th inning. We're all tied up here in Bloomington, Minnesota. Mitchell, post 18, 3. Omaha, Millard West out of Nebraska, 3. And we're back with more post 18 baseball coming up next.
Your mouth. It's your most important asset. Why not make Fuchs Orthodontics your most important ally? You use it to eat, drink, and communicate with others. You need an expert to care for it. This is Dr. Rick Fuchs at Fuchs Orthodontics, and we pride ourselves in being a patient-centered orthodontic practice. Call our Mitchell office at 996-5442 or our Huron office at 352-1670 today. Fuchs Orthodontics, the best care for the best patients.
This is Austin Iverson with Iverson Auto, and we've been proud to serve Mitchell, Huron, and the surrounding communities for the past 70 years. Being a supporting partner to our area's towns, organizations, and athletic teams means a lot to the staff at Iverson Auto. We are proud of the area's teams and wish their continued success. When it comes time for your next new vehicle, stop in at any of the Iverson Auto locations and experience our Mark of Distinction award-winning customer service. Let us make car buying enjoyable for you again. View our huge new and pre-owned inventory at iversonauto.com.
This is Corey Wegahopt, pharmacist at Lewis Family Drug on North Main. We can help better manage your medications with weekly packaging. We can separate them by morning, noon, evening, and bedtime, making it easy for you to keep track of when to take what. We'll call or text you when they're ready to pick up or deliver them to your door for free. Lewis Family Drug. Get in, get out, get better.
When your first stop is Lewis, it's easy every day.
Bottom of the fifth inning we go. First pitch strike, no balls and one strike from Dawson Bittler. Top of the order to Jackson Sadler. He is 0 for 1. A walk came around to score and also has a fielder's choice. Fouls that one at the plate. No balls, 2 strikes. If Jackson takes that one to right field, he tried to pull that one and fouled it right off the tip of his bat. Foul ball right at the plate. No balls and 2 strikes. Here's the 0-2 set pitch by Bittler. Fastball. That one's hit to the right side. Knocked down by Lotus. He'll throw to first base. 1 up and 1 down here in the fifth inning. That is now 5 in a row set down by Bittler, dating back to a strikeout back in the third inning. So 1 away here in the bottom of the fifth. Here is Austin Kerr. He's 1 for 2. Singled, scored in the first, grounded out to short in the second. He's 1 for 2 today for Austin Kerr. 1 ball, no strikes to Kerr. Sam Mickles waits on deck for Mitchell post 18. Here is the pitch upstairs. Ball 2, 2 balls, no strikes. Moorhead, Minnesota rolling in with their big bus. Might hear that right next to the field. There's a strike call. 2 balls and 1 strike to Austin Kerr. Designated hitter Austin Kerr. He had a great game yesterday against St. Francis. 2 balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. Off speed. Swung on a miss. Strike 2. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Austin Kerr had 3 base hits. He was 3 for 4 with an RBI against St. Francis and also had 4 innings pitched against Oakdale to get the win in that 4-3 10-inning victory. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 man out here for Kerr in the bottom of the fifth inning. 3-3 is our score. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Foul tip, just kept alive. Oh, it's going to go off the home plate umpire's wrist again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. As they say, rub some dirt on it, right? 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'm going to check him out again. He's taken a couple. 1 wild pitch off the right wrist area. Now this is the foul ball again off the right arm. Two balls, 2 strikes. Still 1 out. So 2 balls, 2 strikes still to Austin Kerr. Sam Mickles waits on deck. Mitchell with just 4 hits. They got 3 runs and a couple of base hits back in that first inning. And been shut down since. 3-2 fastball inside. Struck him out. Reared back and fired did Dawson Bittler. That is his 4th strikeout all in the last 3 innings. 2 away, 2 up and 2 down. 6 in a row set down. Here's Sam Mickles. He was hit by a pitch, scored in that first inning, singled back in the third. Takes a ball inside, ball 1, 1 ball, no strikes to Mickles. Brady Hawkins waits on deck. Here's a 1-0 set, pitch on the way. That one's going to be popped up, foul, and over our heads. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Sam Mickles leads the team with 4 home runs on the year. Be nice to have one here. Here's a 1-1 set, pitch on the way, off speed, inside, ball 2, 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 men out here for Sam Mickles. Trying to get something started here with 2 outs. Here's a 2-1 pitch, fastball, popped up, short right center field, drifting over his Tauber, and he will bring it in for out number 3 in another 1-2-3 inning. 7 set down here for Dawson Bittler. Since a rocky first and even a little bit second inning, he's settled in the 3rd, 4th, and 5th innings here. But we're still tied up 3-3 as we head to the top of the 6th inning of the scheduled 7-inning ball game. Mitchell Post 18 3, Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska 3. We're back with more Post 18 American Legion baseball coming up from Bloomington, Minnesota.
This is Corey Wegahopt, pharmacist at Lewis Family Drug on North Main. We can help better manage your medications with weekly packaging. We can separate them by morning, noon, evening, and bedtime, making it easy for you to keep track of when to take what. We'll call or text you when they're ready to pick up or deliver them to your door for free. Lewis Family Drug. Get in, get out, get better.
When your first stop is Lewis, it's easy every day.
At MJ Aviation, they understand the hard work and dedication it takes to make any agricultural operation successful and know that many pass on from generation to generation. That's why MJ Aviation recognizes and supports every player and coach in athletics. It takes dedication and teamwork for success, the same dedication needed to run farm operations. MJ Aviation, helping your operation take flight.
This is Rebecca Grace, owner and operator of the Ramada Inn and Suites. I'm here to make organizing the company meeting, the family reunion, a wedding, or for the best birthday party ever easy. We'll take care of it all. Clean, comfortable rooms, meetings with technology and sound system, all with good food and friendly people. It's the Ramada Inn, Mitchell.
Top of the 6th inning, all tied up 3-3. Mitchell Post 18 and Omaha Millard West. 3 runs in the first for Mitchell. 1 run in the first for Millard West, 2 in the 4th to tie it up here. 3 runs, 6 hits for Millard West, 3 runs, 4 hits for Mitchell Post 18. Kyan Lotus, top of the order, Brendan Tauber and Garrett Kennedy due up. There's a first pitch swinging, little flare to short left field, but drifting back is Drew Kitchens. Kyan Lotus is now 1 for 2. He has been hit by a pitch, a single, and scored. And now a pop out to the shortstop. 1 away here in the 6th. Here's top of the order, Brendan Tauber, the center fielder. He has walked and scored, been hit by a pitch and singled. He is 1 for 1. Been on base 3 times. High and tight, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes here in the 6th inning. One-0 pitch by Kelvin Haig. Off the mark, ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. Kelvin Haig starting his 6th inning of work here. Trying to get through it, hopefully scratch across the run here before they do. There's a hot smash, fair ball down that left field line past Brady Hawkins, rounding first, going into second base. With a 1-out double is Brendan Tauber. So Tauber has himself back-to-back base hits. He's been on base all 4 times. He's 2 for 2. Here's now Garrett Kennedy. Garrett had a sacrifice fly back in the 4th and then flew out and popped out. He is 0 for 2 with an RBI. And that lead run is at second base. Off the mark, ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. Game started at 9:02, by the way. And we're at what, 10:17? 10:30 almost. Ball 2 and away, 2 balls and no strikes. And time's called by Coach Luke Norton. He'll jog out to talk to his pitcher and catcher, Calvin Haig and Sam Mickles. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out here to Garrett Kennedy. Heart of the order, Paul Hinton, Max Anderson are due up with a 1 out here in the top of the 6th. We're getting late of this 7-inning contest. Winner of this plays the winner of Pierre and Moorhead, Minnesota at 2 o'clock this afternoon in the final 8. And they'll step off the rubber, will Calvin Haig. Here's a 2-0 set, pitch on the way, ball 3. It's 3-0. Nobody warming up in the Mitchell bullpen. The next scheduled relievers were either Peyton Nash or Kobe Larson. They're both in the field. Here's a 3-0 pitch. Strike call. It's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike to Garrett Kennedy. Paul Hinton waits on deck for Omaha Millard West. They're 30-6 on the year, already 1-0 against Mitchell Post 18. Runners going, ball 4, throw down, and he is safe. Stolen base, gutsy 3-1 steal of third base. So stolen base by Tauber, his second of the day. A walk to Garrett Kennedy. First and third, 1 out. Here's Paul Hinton. Paul is 0 for 2 with the sacrifice and an RBI. And 0 for 2 in this ball game. He has grounded out to second, struck out, and had that sacrifice. So 0 for 2 with an RBI. Runners at the corners, 1 out here. Max Anderson waits on deck. Flashing the signs over there in the third base box is Steve Fry. Three score here. Top of the 6th inning. This is very important to not give up the lead here. We're late. Square into bunt, squeeze. They're going to come home. Can't get out of his glove, and they're going to throw it away. And runners are at second and third. I guess a hit and an error for a base hit. And then throwing the ball away, and that's going to be it for Calvin Haig. 4-3, runner at second and third, 1 out. We got a pitching change. We'll come back with the changes coming up. Mitchell Post 18 trails it here in the top of the 6th, 4-3. And we're back after this.
This is Becky Pitts, General Manager of Poet Biorefining Mitchell. We understand the importance of selling your corn at the right time for the right price. You can access Poet's website with any mobile device by going to mit.poetgrain.com. That's where the latest corn receiving hours, cash bids, futures, market news, and weather is constantly updated. Poet, helping bring the best profitability per acre year after year to your operation.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in South Dakota develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
At MJ Aviation, they understand the hard work and dedication it takes to make any agricultural operation successful and know that many pass on from generation to generation. That's why MJ Aviation recognizes and supports every player and coach in athletics. It takes dedication and teamwork for success, the same dedication needed to run farm operations. MJ Aviation, helping your operation take flight.
New pitcher in for Mitchell is Peyton Nash for Mitchell Post 18. Going to try to hopefully hold him right here. Runners at second and third and one out. Logan Sparks will go into left field for Mitchell Post 18. Just checking out where the other changes may be. First pitch swinging and off the glove of Brady Hawkins. 1 run's going to score. 2 runs are going to score on an error by Brady Hawkins at third base. E5. So a hit. All right, no error, I guess. Despite it goes off his glove. So a base hit, a single, scoring 2 runs here, and they have opened it up here in the 6th inning. So hard hit right at Brady Hawkins.
The third baseman, Tyler.
2 RBI here for Max Anderson. He has 3 RBI today, and it's 6-3 in favor of Omaha Millard West. Again, back when we played them at their place in June, we had a 4-1 lead, lost 7-4. Here we had a 3-1 lead. Now we're down 6-3. Here's Tyler Bandera taking a strike. And it's no balls, 1 strike. No balls, 1 strike. Here's the 0-1 set by Peyton Nash. He's going to hammer that to left center field. That one's going back. Going to be run down by Jared Miller in center field for out number 2. So 2 away. Oh, going back to first base is Max Anderson. And now here's Jackson Wright, the right fielder, who's 0 for 3.
Jackson.
So just a couple of base hits here this inning. But a couple of base hits, a walk, and an error. Has plated 3 runs here. Now we have some work to do here with just 6 outs left to go here in the Gopher Classic for us. 0-1 pitch, by the way. Here's the pitch from Nash. Popped up. Foul territory. And Sam Mickles, nope, gives way to Brady Hawkins and foul ball. Somebody has to call for it. Sam Mickles, Brady Hawkins, they both misplayed it. Foul ball. Well, happens when you lose focus. Long inning. Now you got to get him here. No balls and 2 strikes. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's a pitch from Nash. Foul tipped at the plate. And we'll still do it again. No balls, 2 strikes. Get you some numbers pitching-wise on the season for Peyton Nash here. As soon as we have time, hopefully after this pitch. Maybe not if we strike him out. We hope. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runner at first base. Runner is going. Here's the pitch. Strike 3 call, looking, and inning is over. But 3 runs come across here for Omaha Millard West. 3 runs, 2 hits, 1 error, 1 man left on base here in the 6th inning. We'll go to the bottom of the 6th. We got some work to do. It's now Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska 6, Mitchell Post 18 3. We'll take a timeout. We're back with more Post 18 American Legion Baseball coming up next.
Struggling with multiple decisions that need to be made to achieve your yield goals? Are you looking for that trusted partner who can help provide real yielding solutions for those decisions? At Ranick Ag, they pride themselves in knowing yield and being a partner who listens to your needs and builds strategies to achieve your farm's goals 1 field at a time. Ranick Ag yield experts are ready to meet your demanding farm needs and to go to work for your farm and your future. Contact your Ranick Ag yield centers today to get your 2018 plan started off on the right foot. Ranick Ag, partnerships that yield.
Now's the time to get hired at Walmart. They're adding to the Walmart team with jobs that pay well and come with perks too. Want to work as an auto care technician?
It's Walmart.
How about making things fresh in bakery or deli?
Walmart has it.
Like electronics?
Work at Walmart.
Apparel experience?
Bring it to Walmart.
Like working with people?
Cashier or self-checkout host at Walmart.
How about working with freight?
Second shift stocking.
Job security?
Walmart has it.
Employee discounts after 90 days?
Walmart.
Walmart in Mitchell has a job you'll like going to.
Go to walmart.com and click on the careers link to apply.
Walmart is an equal opportunity employer.
Welcome back here to Red Haddocks Field as we go to the bottom of the 6th inning. We got to get those runs back, trailing it 6-3 here with just 6 outs. And a 2-0 pitch to Brady Hawkins, strike call, and it's 2 balls, 1 strike. 7 in a row set down by Dawson Bittler. He's warming up as the game is progressing. 2-1 offering, down low, it's 3-1. Maybe that long inning, by the way, in the dugout, batting, cooled him off a little bit. Here's a 3-1 pitch. Strike call, 3-2. Brady Hawkins struck out, looking back in the 3rd inning. Had a single with an RBI back in the 1st. He's 1 for 2. Here's a 3-2 pitch on the way. Fastball low and away, ball 4. And a leadoff walk here in the 6th inning. Here's Peyton Nash, the pitcher. Peyton is 0 for 2, a ground out and a fielder's choice with an RBI. He's 0 for 2. He is long overdue for some alley base hit here. Off-speed pitch, strike call, outside corner, no balls, 1 strike to Peyton Nash. Carter Max waits on deck. To me, you got to get 1, 2, or if not all 3 runs back here this inning. You don't want to leave it to the bottom of the 7th inning. Ball 1 upstairs, 1 ball, 1 strike to Nash. They'll throw to first base, and back in time is Hawkins. Brady Hawkins at first. Peyton Nash in the batter's box. 1-1 pitch. Dawson Bittler comes set. Here's a pitch, little slap, base hit maybe. Yes, to left field. It was trapped and a base hit for Peyton Nash. He dove after it, did the left fielder Garrett Kennedy, but he trapped it, and there's the first base hit for Peyton Nash. 1st and 2nd, nobody out. Carter Max will do up here. Carter Max had a fielder's choice RBI in the 1st, struck out in the 3rd. And now they're going to come out, talk to the pitcher, Dawson Bittler here, and they're going to make a switch. 6-3 is the score. Mitchell Post 18 trails it. They're going to make a pitching change here. We'll take a timeout. We'll come back with the changes next. Listen to Mitchell Post 18, American Legion Baseball. We're back with more.
Have you ever needed your account balance and you don't have time to contact the bank? At First Dakota National Bank, we have a quick and easy way to check your balance and receive history of your last 4 transactions. This is Brandy Negebauer, personal banking representative at First Dakota. Our text banking allows you to text commands to obtain your balance and last 4 transactions through a text. Give us a call to learn more or sign up through your internet banking account for text banking. First Dakota, come experience the difference. Member FDIC.
The way we make our frozen custard shakes at Culver's isn't all that different from how you might at home. Whip up a batch of fresh frozen custard like we do daily in our restaurants. You'll need farm fresh dairy and a temperature-controlled custard machine. Don't worry, I know a guy. Add whatever flavor you're craving. Strawberry, mint, commence sipping.
Better yet, come to Culver's and leave the whole expertly handcrafted shake thing to us. Welcome to Delicious.
Culver's, 1015 Cabela Drive in Mitchell.
Coaches, parents, and athletes. Does a sports-related injury have you or your athlete sidelined and struggling to get back in the game? Dakota Physical Therapy specializes in sports injury rehabilitation, and we take pride in returning our athletes to the field, ready for action and better equipped to resist re-injury in the future. Regardless of the sport or type of injury, Dakota Physical Therapy has a specialized rehab program designed to meet your needs. Give us a call at 996-4778 or stop by our clinic and begin your way back to action today.
Here at Davison County Implement, we rely on our machinery to give yesterday and today's farmers what they need. It not only takes a team, but the right team to keep our customers happy and to keep operations moving smoothly. That is why we are your dealer of choice. Davidson County Implement, a division of C&B Operations, along with the Fred Harr stores of Freeman, Yankton, and Wagner, are proud supporters of high school athletics and academics.
First and second, nobody out here. New pitcher, by the way, is Paul Hinton. We'll get you other changes here in a minute. You'd think you'd be squaring to bunt. Going to square away or not square to bunt. Strike call. No balls, one strike to Carter Max. 0 for 1. Struck out back in the third inning. Dawson Bittler goes to second. Ryan David goes to first. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Off the plate, ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Dawson Bittler, 5+ innings. 5 hits so far, 3 runs. All 3 runs earned, but those 2 on base are his. Here's a 1-1 pitch. Popped up behind home plate, but foul ball. Couldn't quite get there. It was off the screen anyways, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. 4 strikeouts, 2 walks, and 1 hit batter for Dawson Bittler. He can win it. Cannot lose it. For Omaha Millard West. 6-3, they lead. We need a big base hit here. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Cannot get a strikeout. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Off the plate, ball 2, 2-2. Paul Hinton, the first baseman, comes in to pitch. Two balls, 2 strikes. Here's a set and the pitch on the way. Fastball popped up, foul again. It's 2-2. Good battle here by Carter Max. Kobe Larson waits on deck for Mitchell Post 18. We're in the bottom of the 6th. 6-3. Omaha Millard West has come back with 2 in the 4th, 3 in the 6th to take a 6-3 lead. Mitchell trying to battle back here in the bottom of the 6th inning. 2 runners on, nobody out. Here's a 2-2 pitch. Fly ball down that left field line. Will they get to it? No. Foul ball. About halfway down that left field line. 341 down the left field line. 339 down the right field line. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. If he can hit a base hit like he did yesterday with a double over the head of the center fielder, I would like that lots. 2-2 pitch on the way. Off the mark, ball 3. That's tough to take with 2 strikes. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Nobody out. I don't think Coach Luke Norton will roll the dice here and start the runners. 3-2 and nobody out. Full count pitch to Carter Max on the way. Swing and a miss. It was ball 4 and he struck him out. High and away was ball 4. Can't blame him for being aggressive. Strike 3, 1 away. Now here's Kobe Larson. He's 0 for 2. A ground out to the second baseman, ground out. Off the first base bag, he's 0 for 2. 1 out here. Runner still at first and second. Again, you got to get 1, 2, 3 or more runs out of this here in this inning. 6-3 deficit. Strike call, no balls and a strike. Bottom of the 6th inning. Dawson Bittler trying to nail it down here. Or check that Paul Hinton trying to nail it down for Dawson Bittler. Off the mark, ball 1. 1 ball and strike. 1 ball and 1 strike. Paul Hinton, right-handed thrower. Checks the runner at second base. Hawkins, here's a pitch. Nice bender, strike call. 1 ball and 2 strikes. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here's a set by Hinton. And the 1-2 pitch. That one's going to be caught by the third baseman. They'll throw to second for a double play to out of the inning. Line drive at Tyler Bandera at third base. He threw it to second base, covering, and doubles us off on a line drive 5-4 double play to get out of the inning. We had 2 runners on and nobody out. Cannot push a run across here in the 6th inning. Now second guessing there about possibly bunting Carter Max to get him over to second and third, but that wasn't the case. He struck out and then a line drive double play to get out of the inning. No runs, 1 hit, no errors. and one man left on base here in the 6th. We played 6. It is Omaha Millard West 6. Mitchell Post 18-3. We're back with more Post 18 baseball coming up next.
This is John Foster from The Depot. We're more than just a typical sports bar. In addition to pool and darts and sports on TV, we feature 30 beers on tap from all over the globe. Happy hour daily between 4:30 and 7:30 with extended hours on Wednesdays and Thursdays. Enjoy our new menu items, monster burgers, gourmet flatbreads, and salads, along with other soon-to-be Depot favorites. The Depot, open all day, every day, starting at 11:30 a.m.
Your mouth. It's your most important asset. Why not make Fuchs Orthodontics your most important ally? You use it to eat, drink, and communicate with others. You need an expert to care for it. This is Dr. Rick Fuchs at Fuchs Orthodontics, and we pride ourselves in being a patient-centered orthodontic practice. Call our Mitchell office at 996-5442 or our Huron office at 352-1670 today. Fuchs Orthodontics, the best care for the best patients.
Top of the 7th inning we go here from Red Haddocks Field in Bloomington, Minnesota. Cohen Weekland. And that's followed by Jackson Meyer and Kyan Lotus. First pitch, pop foul, and it will clear the dugout at first base, so no balls, one strike. Peyton Nash starting his first full inning of relief. He came in with one out there in the 5th, or in the 6th rather. Calvin Haig, 5 1/3, 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 5 walks, 2 hit batters, and 2 strikeouts for Calvin Haig. 6-3 is the lead for Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska. There's a fly ball, left field, and it will fall in front of Logan Sparks. Cohen Weekland gets his 3rd base hit. He's 3 for 3 with the walk. In that DH role, he has singled and scored, walked and singled. In his plate appearances, here's Jackson Meyer. Jackson has sacrificed bunt, flew out to left, flew out to center. He's 0 for 2. See what Coach Fry calls out here. That time he took all the way. No balls and 1 strike to Meyer. Ryan David waits on deck. Ryan David batting in the place Kyan Lotus. And that last defensive switch. There's a fly ball deep center field going back just shy of the warning track. Jared Miller will bring it in. Pretty deep place of the park. And a little bit of right center field. So Jackson Meyer is retired, 1 away, retreating back to first base as Weekland. And now here's Ryan David, the big first baseman. His first at-bat here of the day. Top of the 7th inning, 6-3. We got to hold him right here and put up 3 or 4 runs in the bottom of the 7th. Off the mark, ball 1, snap throw to first, but not very big lead by Weekland over there at first base.
Go get it back, sir.
1 ball, no strikes. One out, runner at first base. Peyton Nash comes set. Here's a pitch. That one's going to be hit hard to left field and falls in for a base hit. Ryan David with a base hit at his first plate appearance. First and second with 1 out. And now brings up top of the order in Brendan Tauber. And Brendan has walked, been hit by a pitch, singled, and doubled. He's 2 for 2 with 2 runs scored and 2 stolen bases. By the way, numbers for Peyton Nash on the year, 20 1/3 of an innings pitched. This is his 7th game. He is 2-1 on the year. Popped up on the infield, fair territory. Carter Max along the line and makes the catch. Infield fly, batter was out anyway. And there's out number 2. So 2 away, runners at first and second. Peyton Nash, 18 hits, 11 runs, 8 earned runs, 7 walks, 13 strikeouts. He has hit 7 guys. ERA of 2.75 for Peyton Nash. That's his season totals. 2 outs now. Runners at first and second. We got to end it here. Foul ball and down the left field line and out of play. And it's no balls, 1 strike to Garrett Kennedy. Flown out, popped out, had a sacrifice fly and walked. He's 0 for 2 with an RBI and a run scored. 10 base hits here we've given up to Omaha Millard West. Strike call off speed by Nash. No balls and 2 strikes. Mitchell Post 18, 4-1 here in the Gopher Classic. We'd like to be 5-1 to play at 2 o'clock this afternoon, but we're in a hole here. 0-2 pitch, nubbed foul, and it still is 0-2. Metro Post 18 will have Tuesday and Wednesday off before playing 2 games on Thursday, 1 game on Friday, and then have Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday off before heading out west to Sturgis. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here's a pitch from Nash. Hits hard right to the right side, and Kobe Larson will step in the bag at second for out number 3. No runs, a couple of base hits, no errors, 2 men left on base for Omaha Millard West in the top of the 7th. This is it. We're down to our final 3 outs. Jared Miller, Drew Kitchens, Jackson Sadler. The scheduled 3 hitters due up for Mitchell in the bottom of the 7th. We got to scratch across 3 runs. We hope it's going to be 4. We'll find out coming up bottom of the 7th inning right after this on KORNradio.com.
This is Jason Swindler from Lewis Family Drugs location inside County Fair Food Store in Mitchell. We know that today's families are on the go, so we're here 7 days a week. We'll do immunizations and consultations in our private room at any time. Keeping track of your family's prescriptions, refills, and profiles is easy too. Just download the free Lewis Drug Mobile Pharmacy app. Get in, get out, get better.
Where your first stop is Lewis, it's easy every day.
At MJ Aviation, they understand the hard work and dedication it takes to make any agricultural operation successful and know that many pass on from generation to generation. That's why MJ Aviation recognizes and supports every player and coach in athletics. It takes dedication and teamwork for success, the same dedication needed to run farm operations. MJ Aviation, helping your operation take flight.
This is Becky Pitts, General Manager of Poet Biorefining Mitchell. We understand the importance of selling your corn at the right time for the right price. You can access Poet's website with any mobile device by going to mit.poetgrain.com. That's where the latest corn receiving hours, cash bids, futures, market news, and weather is constantly updated. Poet, helping bring the best profitability per acre year after year to your operation.
Bottom of the 7th inning we go. 1 pitch, 1 swing. Deep drive down the left field line, but it goes into the left field corner and foul ball by Jared Miller. Jared's 0 for 1, a walk and a strikeout here in the ball game today. Drew Kitchens waits on deck. Moorhead, Minnesota, and Pierre, South Dakota will be playing in the next ball game about 20, 30 minutes after this one. Mitchell had 3 runs, 2 hits in the first inning. Since then, no runs and 3 hits the rest of the way. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Down low, ball 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Had a good start. Fell behind 1-0, but put up 3 runs in the bottom of the first inning to go up 3-1. Omaha Millard West tied it up in the 4th, 3-3, and then took the lead in the 6th with 3 runs. In the top of the 6th inning, they lead at 6-3. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors for Omaha Millard West. 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors for Mitchell Post 18. There is a 1-2 pitch, fly ball, right center field. Drifting over is Tauber, and 1 away here in the 7th inning. And Miller is 0 for 2 today. So 1 away here in the bottom of the 7th. Trying to nail this down is Paul Hinton.
Drew Kitchens.
Here's Drew Kitchens. Drew is 1 for 2, was singled back in the 2nd. Hammered it right at the 3rd baseman, Bandera, in the 4th, but was retired. He's 1 for 2. Here's a pitch, fastball. Popped but foul near the third base dugout. Hinton gives chase. That's about it. And it's no balls, one strike. Coming up, post-game show, Shea's Restaurant Player of the Game. Shea's Restaurant in the Ramada Inn and Suites of Mitchell. The winner gets a 15 wing count of their choice from Shea's Restaurant, voted best wings in Mitchell. Shea's Restaurant, the player of the game in the post-game show. Shea's Restaurant in the Ramada Inn and Suites of Mitchell. No balls, one strike, off speed, low and away, ball one, 1 ball, 1 strike. To Drew Kitchens, Jackson Sadler waits on deck. Nobody on base, 1 out here, bottom of the 7th. Strike call. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here. Paul Hinton gets the sign from Meyer. Right back to Hinton. He'll step, underhand throw to Ryan David. 2 up and 2 down, 1-3 put out. Pitcher to first. There's 2 away here in the 7th. And it's all up to Jackson Sadler, who is 0 for 1. Check that 0 for 2. With a walk, a run scored as well. 2 outs here, bottom of the 7th. We got to start it with 2. Strike call, no balls and 1 strike. No 0-1 pitch, off the mark down low, ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. We'll have a quick wrap up here. If we can extend this here in the 7th. Ball 2, 2-1. On deck, Logan Sparks will be batting. He came in the outfield position when we made the pitching change, and Peyton Nash came in to pitch. We lose the DH. So Logan Sparks, who played the outfield, will be on deck. And it's now 3-1 to Action Jackson. 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 men out, nobody on base. Here is the 3-1 pitch. Outside, ball 4, and there's still life for Mitchell Post 18. Here's Logan Sparks. Logan will step in. First at bat today. Logan Sparks here in the Gopher Classic is 1 for 10 with a single, 15 plate appearances, 1 RBI, 2 runs scored, been hit by a pitch twice, 2 walks, 3 strikeouts, batting 100 here in the Gopher Classic. Try to get you his season totals here. 1-0 pitch, strike all the way, 1 ball and 1 strike. Logan Sparks, 16 out of 60 on the year, 13 singles, 3 doubles, a .267 batting average on the season. He'll hit that one down the right field line. How about fair or foul? That's going to be foul ball. And now 1 ball, 2 strikes. Down to our final strike here is Logan Sparks and Mitchell Post 18 here in the Gopher Classic. One ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. On deck would be Sam Mickles, the potential tying run if we can get Logan Sparks on base. Here's a 1-2 pitch. Popped up right behind home plate. Throwing the mask off is Meyer. Game over. And Omaha Millard West comes from behind to knock off Mitchell Post 18 here and eliminates Mitchell Post 18 here 6-3 here in Bloomington, Minnesota here today. Well, a good Gopher Classic here for Mitchell Post 18. We finished 4-2 in the Gopher Classic, 23-21 overall in the season. And a good weekend plus here for Mitchell Post 18. We are back with your wrap-up and our player of the game, brought to you by Shays Restaurant and the Ramada Inn and Suites. We're back with more of the postgame coming up next.
This is Becky Pitts, General Manager of Poet Biorefining Mitchell. We understand the importance of selling your corn at the right time for the right price. You can access Poet's website with any mobile device by going to mit.poetgrain.com. That's where the latest corn receiving hours, cash bids, futures, market news, and weather is constantly updated. Poet, helping bring the best profitability per acre year after year to your operation.
This is Rebecca Grace, owner and operator of the Ramada Inn and Suites. I'm here to make organizing the company meeting, the family reunion, a wedding, or for the best birthday party ever easy. We'll take care of it all. Clean, comfortable rooms, meetings with technology and sound system, all with good food and friendly people. It's the Ramada Inn, Mitchell.
Hitting a home run is a thrill, but more often than not, it's the small ball that wins the game in agriculture. At Ronick Ag, they know that by managing the small increments, they can make a huge difference. Couple that with a competitive team who wants you and your farm to win. Now, that's a true yielding combination. By providing agronomic solutions for local agronomists you trust, Ronick Ag's mission is to create produce yielding results for your operation. To learn more about Ronick Ag, check out their website at ronickag.com. Ronick Ag, partnerships that yield.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. There's just one place where a team is more than a group of individual agendas. It's a catalyst for demonstrating the potential of the collaborative spirit. There's just one place where players, coaches, and fans experience the exhilaration that happens when an entire community rallies behind the school team. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are more likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. In addition, high school sports help young people in South Dakota develop the discipline and confidence they need to be leaders in life, even as they unite communities like nothing else. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education. This message presented by the South Dakota High School Activities Association and the South Dakota Interscholastic Athletic Administrators Association.
Welcome back here to the Shays Restaurant post-game show. Shays Restaurant in the Ramada Inn and Suites of Mitchell. Let's run down the totals here. Mitchell post 18 loses it 6-3. 6 runs, 10 hits, no errors, 10 men left on base for Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska. 3 runs, 5 hits, 2 errors, just 5 men left on base for Mitchell post 18. Now 23-21 overall. Omaha Millard West 31-6, and they'll be in the final 8 here in the Gopher Classic coming up later today, and try to get into Tuesday in the finals as well. Leading the way for Mitchell, I guess hitting, they kind of scattered those 5 hits. A 3-run first inning, but that was pretty much it. But 1 hit for Austin Kerr, 1 hit for Sam Mickles, 1 hit and an RBI for Brady Hawkins, 1 hit and an RBI for Peyton Nash, 1 hit for Drew Kitchens, an RBI for Carter Max. That's it for the highlights for Mitchell for offensively. The winning pitcher was Dawson Bittler, 5+ innings, 5 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned runs, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. He did hit a batter. Paul Hinton, the save, 2 innings, no hits, no runs, 1 walk, 1 strikeout. Bittler, your winner. Hinton gets the save. The loss goes to Kelvin Haig. 5 1/3, 8 hits, 6 runs, 5 earned, 5 walks, 2 strikeouts. He hit 2 batters. Peyton Nash pitched a final 1 2/3, 2 hits, no runs, no walks, and 1 strikeout in relief for Peyton Nash here in this ball game. Omaha Millard West advances 6-3 final over Mitchell post 18 here today in Bloomington, Minnesota. Well, our player of the game brought to you by Shays Restaurant and the Ramada Inn and Suites of Mitchell. The guy did not have a base hit today. He got on base once, hit the ball pretty well, but didn't get on base. But he played a great center field throughout the entire Classic, and that does not go overshadowed. And that's Jared Miller, our center fielder, is our Shays Restaurant player of the game. He'll get a certificate for 15 wings of his choice from Shays Restaurant in the Ramada Inn and Suites of Mitchell. Jared Miller, our player of the game. Well, our next action will not come until a week from Wednesday. Travis Crins will be in Sturgis for the Mitchell Legion Regional. We will be playing at 6 o'clock Central Time against Rapid City Post 320 coming up a week from Wednesday, 6 o'clock Central Time in Sturgis. Travis will have the call of that right here on KOR, actually be on the radio, actually on 101.3 FM and AM 1490, and also online as well at KORNradio.com. That time, just click on the Listen Live a week from Wednesday, beginning at 6 o'clock Central Time. Final score here, it's Omaha Millard West out of Nebraska 3 and Mitchell Post 18 3. 6-3 the final score. Mitchell ends 4-2 in the Gopher Classic, and they're now 23-21 overall. Thanks to the listeners that have listened here online all weekend. We do appreciate it as well. All of our sponsors. I'm Sports Director Steve Morgan saying good morning from Bloomington, Minnesota, and the Gopher Classic. You have been listening to Post 18 American Legion Baseball on 101.3 FM and AM 1490 KORN News Radio and online at KORNradio.com. Post 18 American Legion Baseball was sponsored by Shea's Restaurants, C&B of Mitchell, John Deere, MJ Aviation, Ronick Ag, Walmart of Mitchell, Iverson Chrysler Center of Mitchell and Huron, First Dakota National Bank, Poet Bar Refining of Mitchell, Lewis Family Drug of Mitchell, The Depot, Culver's, and Dakota Physical Therapy. Mitchell Post 18 American Legion Baseball has been a sports presentation of KORN Mitchell, a division of Nedved Media, LLC.